You're watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burt-Godwin. And as I've talked about many times on the show, I've got daughters who are dancers, and my living room right now is filled with 20 costumes throughout the season on a rack. It's just in my living room because it's the easiest place to go. And the odor that comes out of these costumes is left to be desired. Because I gotta wash them, I do. But I will tell you, the segue, bear with me, you're gonna see why I'm saying this. The next guest we have on the show, he is the creator and founder of SWIFF. SWIFF spray, and this is to spray on fabrics or whatever, smell fresh without deodorant. You can spray it on clothes, other items, and it lasts 5 washes. I am telling you, I need this product, and I was very excited to see that this was our next guest. So Dr. J.J. Richardson, welcome to America Trends.
Yeah, thanks. Great to be here.
So I'm sure, I mean, I don't know if parents of teenagers are your #1 demographic, but but I definitely am interested in your product. So tell us all about, you're a doctor, you're Florida born, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, and you live in Australia?
I'm in Tokyo right now, but I've spent a ton of time in Australia. My wife's Australian, so we're all over the place, but Tokyo right now.
Oh, Tokyo right now. And wait, this is a sidebar, but I also read that you're a competitive breakdancer.
I am. So I know what you mean about dance competitions and smells and all that sort of stuff.
You know what I'm saying, right? Do you currently compete?
I haven't here because of the pandemic. So a lot of the competitions here have been shut down, so I can just practice in a small studio by myself, but haven't competed in a few years because of that.
Wow, well, that's really cool. We'll have to have a sidebar conversation about that because one of my daughters is a hip hop dancer. So,
okay.
But so tell me all about SWIFF and how you came up with this idea, and tell me all about it.
Yeah, so I mean, SWIFF's pretty incredible. I got it here. And yeah, I have it on my clothes. Tested it on myself, and I'm a scientist. So as I was developing during the pandemic coatings for antiviral and antimicrobial masks, I realized that silver was the best bet for my technology. And I knew that silver had been used for anti-odor products. You could buy kind of expensive or niche yoga pants or underwear with silver infused in it. And so my wife said, look, we're in Tokyo, you smell biking to work and back.
Such a lovely thing. That's exactly, I can hear a wife saying that. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. As a wife does, in my shoes. And so I have skin sensitivity. So that's one of the reasons why I normally don't wear deodorant. So when I smell, it can be, not so great. So anyways, I tested on myself, and being a scientist, I sprayed the left armpit of my shirt, but not the right. That was the best control I could do. Went to work, came back, took off my shirt at the end of the day, and yeah, gave a sniff and nothing. And I was blown away. And then I thought, well, it's probably that I didn't sweat too much today or something. And then smelled the other side, and of course, almost fell over with tears in my eyes. So that's kind of the origin story. And then from there, sent it to family and friends in Florida. And they were like, oh, we got to have this. And I'm a scientist, so normally I'm not thinking about how to get this into the hands of people. But my wife helped a lot with that, with helping to, design the bottle, get it all sort of very small and lean so that people could actually use this at home rather than in some complex factory for, niche clothing articles.
So you spray it on the fabric and not your actual body, right? It's not a deodorant product. It's for the fabric.
Yeah, it's for the fabric. You can, you can spray it on your skin. It's just 2 ingredients. They're incredibly safe. But where it really shines is on fabric, on shoes, on socks, all that sort of thing, because it lasts, we say it lasts 5 washes at least. But my shirts, behind me, or even this undershirt I'm wearing, they were sprayed over a year ago, and they're still anti-odor. The efficacy lowers every wash, but we're at like 70 or 80 washes for some of my shirts, and they still don't smell. So
in practical use, let's say, if you were to come to the array of dance competition clothes that I have in my living room currently, I need to be washing them because we just performed last weekend. I'm going to wash them, get them ready for the next competition. But then after the wash, I would spray them with SWIFF. And then after they danced in them, they would still smell like roses?
Well, they would smell like nothing. There's no fragrance in SWIFF. And so if they put on deodorant or perfume or cologne, they will smell like that, but they won't have that background funk. And then if the clothing's been, you know what it is.
I do. That's a perfect way to
not
describe
the dancing
it.
funk. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And they'll smell less. Especially for synthetic fibers, it sticks really, really well. And that's what a lot of like my dance clothes sort of are. So those can retain the smell. And even after you wash them, immediately when you put them on, they start to get that, that smell to them. But for those, SWIFF just locks it down. It stops the odor, and it would just smell like a shirt, kind of what you wanted it to smell like.
Can I put it on something that already smells bad and it will take it away?
So it will, but the process for that is slower. So that's why we recommend just wash your stuff, wash your body if it smells. But once it's clean, it's really going to lock it in. So if you spray it on something that already smells, it'll take, an hour or two, and then that smell will come down because it's stopping the cause. It's not just masking it. It's not capturing the odors. It's actually just completely blanketing, stopping everything that's creating it. So it takes a bit longer. Okay, and you mentioned 2 ingredients. Can you tell me what those are? Yeah, so they're great. One is silver. It's been used for 6,000 years as medicinally as an antimicrobial agent. It's regaining popularity in the anti-odor movement. And the other is a plant extract that's called galnut extract. And that I've been studying for 10 years about, and it makes incredible coatings. It sticks to everything. It causes the stains in wine and chocolate that, you probably can't get out of your daughter's shirt. So when they were younger, you couldn't. And so that's why SWIFF sticks so well, is it has this special ingredient that sticks to things. Okay. And so you guys just developed during COVID. You said you were researching things for antibacterial hand soaps or whatever, I'm assuming. And so tell me about what the process is like and what it's looking like moving forward. Yeah, so it's definitely been, it's been a wild ride for me as a scientist, because normally we just scientifically prove something, we move on to another, aim, scientifically prove that, move on. But here we had to, develop a product. That means it had to work 100% of the time. It had to be easy to use so that people wouldn't get confused. And that was a process. But during that process of making, a consumer product that anyone can have in their home and use, we've also been contacted, because our science is so strong, by clothing manufacturers, antimicrobial fabric manufacturers, those sort of things. And they're interested in using SWIFF in line so that you could just buy a shirt that was pre-dipped and coated in SWIFF. So you get all those benefits without having to do it yourself. So yeah, it depends on what people want to use it for. So I see on this thing, it says 1 bottle equals 15 shirts. You could spray it on that many articles. Yes, yeah, exactly. And so it depends on what you want to use it for. But we recommend just spraying the pits. That's what's going to be the smelliest when you spray it on the pits. That's what I tell Jason all the time. Exactly. And well, thank you so much for joining us, Dr. J.J. Richardson, creator and founder of SWIFF. I need this product, so I'm going to go online right now and buy it for the socks, the stinky clothes in my living room. And I appreciate your time. It's like, what time is it in Tokyo right now? It's 8 a.m., so not too bad. Okay, my son's waking up, so I'll need to spray it on some of his clothes soon. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning into America Trends. We love having you on our show every night of the week. We'll see you tomorrow.